GRTS News, I am Deku Mademba.
The public government officials in particular are hereby informed that the clearance to drive vehicles with tinted glasses does not apply to private vehicles. A media release from the Office of the Inspector General of Police is urging civil servants driving cars with tinted glasses to remove the tints or face legal actions. The ruling Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction, APRC, has organized a conference for its teeming mass of youthful members in Jawara Village, North Bank region. The conference is meant to foster unity and understanding in the party's youth ranks ahead of the parliamentary polls. Mahmoud S. Jallo has details of that story in this report.
Barely 2 months to go before the parliamentary elections, the APRC youths of Lower Badibu in North Bank region invited Honorable Ablai Suku Singate, National Assembly member of the area, to this conference. Alhaji Jao Drame, APRC Ward Chairman, expressed appreciation to the youths for the initiative. He added that based on the developments he initiated in his constituency, Jao believes that Honorable Singate should be re-elected back to the National Assembly. Papane, Alcalo of Njawara, in his welcome remarks, expressed gratitude to the leadership for providing what he called a conducive environment. Papane called for unity and solidarity and to keep the momentum. He praised the efforts played by the Lower Badibu MP, saying the constituency is lucky to have a person of his caliber. For their drama, constituency mobilizer said the youths are the cream of society and future leaders of this country, arguing that it was this reason they invited Honorable Singate to thank him for his efforts during the past years and to discuss the way forward for the years to come. Mao Jaite, Karablai Samusang, and Sekou Jallo all echoed the significance of this youth forum, which takes a look at issues affecting the youths in the country.
The purpose of this Congress is to create mutual understanding among the youths. 2, to discuss issues affecting youths in political development. 3, roles and functions of our political GS. 4, youth participation in the forthcoming election, that's parliamentary and local government election. Our purpose of this Congress is to prepare ourselves for this forthcoming National Assembly, because the representative we have is the Suku Singate. Suku Bamba Singate is our representative in Lower Badibu. And we want to maintain Suku Bamba Singate in the House of Parliament because of the achievements we have during his time of Parliament in our region. And this is why we call people to come and sit to incorporate our ideas so that we can be able to maintain Suku Bamba Singate as our representative in the Lower Badibu.
As a representative of Lower Badibu at house level, has made a lot of developments for the Lower Badibu. He's been assessing on projects, giving individuals assistance, and answering to the call of those needy, at a party level in Lower Badibu, and not only in Lower Badibu, but Suku is a potential somebody in general as far as APRC party is concerned.
Tafa said the regional youth mobilizer said NBR registered numerous developments since the advent of the July 22nd revolution. He urged the people of NBR to make sure all the 7 APRC party representatives are re-elected into office this forthcoming parliamentary election. For his part, Momodu Bintu Diba delved on the role Honorable Singate played in Central Badibu, adding that Lower Badibu is lucky to have such a caring and sharing APRC representative in the district. After listening very well to what was said, Honorable Ablai Suku Singate thanked the youths for supporting him all these years. Honorable Singate said based on what he had during this program, he said convinced that no one can mislead the youth as the future of this country. Modes Jalo, GRTS.
You can follow our stories on our GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. We'll take our first break. The news continues right after. Welcome back. Thousands of Christians are reportedly fleeing northern Nigeria in the wake of increasing attacks by the militant Boko Haram group. A number of Christians were killed in renewed attacks by members of the sect at the weekend. Meanwhile, the president of the Northern Christian Association, Ayo Oriste Jafo, has sworn that Christians will retaliate, in his words, to defend themselves against their aggressors. But Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan, as we hear in this report, is appealing for calm.
In the past 2 weeks, dozens of Catholics and Protestants have been massacred, mostly by the Boko Haram radical Islamic group. The Christian Association of Nigeria is calling the murders ethnic and religious cleansing. Christians are fed up. Leaders meeting Saturday in the city of Kano said they are preparing retaliation.
We therefore, as Christians, have decided to take our fate in our hands. We have decided to work out means to defend ourselves against these senseless killings.
It is clear that Nigeria, the most populated country in Africa with more than 160 million inhabitants, is on the edge of a civil war. In a message to the nation broadcast on television, President Goodluck Jonathan, himself a Christian, tried to calm down the Christian leaders.
The government again signaled its intention to combat terrorism with renewed vigor and to assure every Nigerian of safety.
For the moment, the speech by the president has not had much effect on the ground. And the same is true for the measures he took last week. Anti-Christian violence is continuing in the regions placed under a state of emergency.
Tens of thousands of supporters of the African National Congress have converged on the South African city of Bloemfontein to mark the centenary of Africa's oldest liberation movement. President Jacob Zuma led proceedings at the celebration with the lighting of centenary light at the Methodist Church in that city that was scene of the birth of the ANC. Despite the elaborate celebrations and fanfare, there was one notable absentee, South Africa's first post-apartheid President Nelson Mandela, who missed the event due to frail health. We have details of that story in this piece.
They wouldn't have missed this for the world. Tens of thousands of supporters of the African National Congress gathered in Bloemfontein on Sunday to celebrate the party's 100th year anniversary.
It means a lot to be alive when the ANC is celebrating its 100 years of existence. It means a lot. I think to everybody, not just to me and the members of the ANC.
On Saturday night, a huge crowd gathered in Bloemfontein's Methodist Church, the very place where 100 years earlier, on the 8th of January 1912, the ANC was founded. A century on, it's Jacob Zuma who's tasked with lighting the centenary flame. Amongst the notable personalities who are present, there's one key person missing, Nelson Mandela, who was too frail to attend.
We also give glory and thanks to God for the presidents who are still alive, who some of them are here with us tonight. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, we won't sing Amen.
Of around 40 heads of state who were expected to join the ceremony, only around 10 attended. One key invité was the American Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Century of parallels of overcoming these tremendous odds, and whites' worst fears were never realized, the fear of black retribution.
Since Sunday morning, the ANC faithful flocked to the stadium in Bloemfontein to watch the highlights of the celebrations. 100 minutes retracing the last 100 years.
All in all, I just want to say, youth, go on, fight for ANC. Asiyan phambili sizwe sakithi, and let's enjoy the celebration.
It's a united front that shows the ANC can move forward, and it couldn't come at a more significant time. The party's struggling to overcome rifts and factions.